welcome everyone to our first skill workshop called LinkedIn for Climate Advocacy with an FXB alumnus, Mariam Akhtar. And we're really thrilled that Mariam is here to share some wisdom with us on how to use this powerful network tool, LinkedIn, for climate advocacy, for networking, and just for really spreading and amplifying the impact and the voices of our communities. So over to you, Mariam. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And I hope I am properly audible, right? Perfect. Let's go ahead. Now hereby I'm representing FXB as well and Movers program as well, because we do have such an amazing workshop on, LinkedIn branding and employability. But now for sure, I would be talking and, all about LinkedIn with the context of your climate advocacy as well, how you can use it, right? So, but I think so before just diving into maybe how you can just use LinkedIn for as a perfect tool, but it's really important to know, what is LinkedIn and to make your own personal brand on LinkedIn. And then for sure, when you have your amazing profile set up, and then you can get in touch with, different leaders in the industry as well. You can reach out to other people, you can search for jobs and, different internships as well. So for sure, we would be looking at, what is LinkedIn. We would be looking at if you want to make your professional brand, right? We all are a brand in itself as well. So then we will for sure look at, how you can improve your LinkedIn profile, and you can build your professional network, and then for sure search for jobs, internship, and schools on LinkedIn, and be a lifelong learner, and for sure, use the continuous learning opportunity on LinkedIn as well. So we just talk about, LinkedIn. Anyone who would, like to comment in the chat box, I would be reading those messages. So that what do you know about LinkedIn? Like, what do you think? What kind of social media platform it is when it comes to LinkedIn? Anyone, they can, just drop their viewpoint in the chat. I will see that. For sure, if we just talk about LinkedIn, it's such an amazing place for you to, build your professional network and connect to the opportunities as well. So there are almost like, 50 million plus employers on LinkedIn with millions of open, job opportunities as well. And there are almost like, more than 706 million professionals in over 200 countries. This is the most amazing part as well, right? So maybe you don't need to go to a job fair in person, right? But LinkedIn allows you to connect with professionals across the globe, right? You can just be at the comfort of your home, and you can connect with like-minded people across the globe, and even, get a chance to engage with amazing opportunities worldwide. And if we just talk about LinkedIn groups are also really amazing, and they're almost like, 2.9 million groups on LinkedIn, which help you to maybe grow your community, and you can engage with like-minded people. People do post so many, opportunities over there as well. So that was a little bit about LinkedIn, but now if you just focus on, defining a professional brand. So I would love to see a little participation, maybe that, in your opinion, what do you think makes a good brand? Or, how do you identify your brand, or how do you think, you show that you are the right choice? Because professional brand, it's really like, you show them what services maybe you are providing, or why they should choose you, right? We as a human, as a person, we all are a brand in itself, right? So even making that brand visible on LinkedIn is really important. Even when we are, on a climate advocacy journey, but it's really important that you as your own self, you maybe showcase your work that you are doing, you showcase all the learnings that you have, done here at your time in FXP, right? So it's really important to showcase all of that. So we just talk about, what makes a good brand. For sure, a brand is a company's promise to its customers, right? If you just talk about Apple or Samsung, maybe. So you can know that maybe if you're buying a phone, right? So they are going to come with amazing features, right? Maybe Oppo won't be able to offer those things the price might be a little less, right? But every brand has their own unique value, right? So it tells customers that they can expect from the, what they can actually expect from the company's product and services. It's just, I'm linking it all with your own self. You have to see yourself as the brand itself, right? So it's really important that you actually understand what a brand is, and then for sure work on your own brand. So if we just talk about, you as your brand, so your brand is even going to be the promise to the people around you, right? So we talked about a brand in general for sure is a promise to its customers, right? But even if I'm a brand, right? So my promise, what I'm doing, everything, it involves the people around me, the opportunities around me, maybe, right? So it tells people that what they can expect from working with me, and this it goes the same way, right? And it also shows that how unique I might be from other person, right? So why they should, choose to work with me, or why not with someone else, right? So building your own brand, or why a company, why for a particular internship they should hire me or not someone else, right? And you can shape your brand by the way you present yourself to others. So that's why it's really important, how you make your LinkedIn profile. It's really going to, showcase all that. So if you want to be a person, if you really would love to others to see you as a person who, loves to work on climate change, who loves to work, to conduct awareness and educational, projects regarding climate action. So you should portray that in your personal brand as well, right? So now just moving on to a little, connecting that with the LinkedIn, that you can see the profile of Zawad over here, right? On your screen. And when you see his profile, you can actually see a little, there is about section, there is headline, he has added some experience, volunteer experiences as well. So the value of your brand actually, again, I'm going to repeat that, it actually defines that why should anyone choose you. How does an employer, coach, or college decide who to choose? We are going to have a look at this thing as well, and what they can expect from you and how unique you are. So that are actually the basics, and little by the brand is important. But now we would actually be focusing when it comes to LinkedIn, even your brand as well, right? So what are the things, what are the steps that you should actually take? Maybe you can take little notes of this thing in particular. So for sure, you have to show that you are the right choice, right? And you must, there should be like three main things that you should really portray that on your LinkedIn profile as a whole. Your skills should be there, right? Your skills, it can include, your educational experiences or your work experience as well, and specific skills that you learned in each job or class. There's a skill section in LinkedIn as well, right? So you can, for sure use all these options to showcase what skills do you have. And when it comes to network, you really should be mindful, how who are the people that you are even connecting to, right? And how you are even getting in touch with them. So that is even very important. And information for sure, I think so, when it personally comes to me as well, when any person is maybe connecting with me, I do go through the LinkedIn profile, and I might see, what were the recent activities, what posts or messages, right? So information again. So information, even I think so, like every the social media, the information you share, that even adds to your brand as well. So the post, if you are, on your climate advocacy journey, so maybe you can, just post more about climate change, more about your project, even about this workshop, right? So that is going to really matter. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So when it comes to, showing that you are the right choice, so be mindful, maybe, that you can add when it comes to your skills, You can just talk about, SDGs. You might love SDGs, especially climate action, SDG number 13, right? So you might be very creative, you might be good at public speaking, or you have a sense of responsibility that you take care of the time, you are good in time management. So you should be mindful of the values as well. So what values you can add and give, meaning, adding meaning, right, at the same time, and even the goals that what you want to be doing in the next 2, 10, and 30 years. For sure they are going to direct or steer the journey of your branding as well, and then I think so as your whole journey as well. I would love to have a little participation from your side. So I do have these 3 questions over here. You can just, drop your answers in the chat box, or if you're a little quick, you can raise your hand and maybe unmute yourself at the same time as well. What is, when it comes to, what is my professional brand? Can anyone who would love to, share the 3 words your friends would use to describe you? And then the question is that what do you want people impression of you to be? And if there is a difference between what you want and what others see, so how do you think you can create the personal branding, right? So is the person in the photo Zuad Alam brother? I think so. He's in itself Zuad Alam, right? He's a movers and why as well from Bangladesh. Um, yeah, anyone who would like to share maybe what are the 3 words your friends would use to describe you? And are these even the 3 words that you want your impression to be like? And if not, maybe how you can improve that. So if I just talk about myself, I would love to hear from some of you as well. But if I just talk about myself, I do get comments like maybe I'm hardworking, multitasking, creative. And I think so all the comments or all the words that people use, they're even the words that I would like uh, people to see me, right? So I think so going in the right direction. But Agnes says that, okay, leader, passionate and friendly, that's amazing. Isabella says that I would say my friends would think I'm passionate, diligent, and friendly. That's amazing. So anyone else who would like to, comment as well? So this is the thing that, right? So you can just have a little check. Are the people around you, they recognize you by the words or by the values that you want in your brand? If yes, it's amazing. You are going in the right direction. If not, maybe just, the things that you want to be more highlighted, start, working on them and start portraying them in your LinkedIn profiling or maybe as a whole, right? LinkedIn is one thing that is amazing, but I think so in as a whole, when you're interacting with people, you can work on those things as well. Okay, so let's just dive more deeply into building the LinkedIn profile. Okay, Isaac says that friendly, hardworking, passionate. That is amazing. Uh, so we have another comment that too formal, creative, high performer. Amazing. We have amazing badge of people over here. Omar says that courageous, passionate, and hardworking. Perfect, perfect. You guys are, I think, so going in such an amazing direction because that's why you are here, right? So if we just now dive more, I think so we have covered a little science behind why do you have to do it, right? But now let's just have a look at how you can build your amazing LinkedIn profile and how you can set up your account, or maybe take a great photo, a little difference between profile and resume as well, and edit your profile as well. So for sure, setting up your account, I hope you might have your LinkedIn, but if you don't have, you can go on the App Store and the Google Play as well, and there is for sure. And the web on, you can do that on the desktop. You can do that on the desktop computer as well or on your phone, and you can download the app. and then sign up as well. But now I think so photos play such an important role. It does play such an important role, trust me. And when I think so you have made you have signed up for an account, right? So uploading a great photo is really important. So be mindful that even that's the thing with me as well. If I'm getting connection requests from people who don't have picture, I'm like, should I accept, should I not accept, right? So it's really important that you have a clear headshot and you use a background which is not that much distracting. Or maybe if you have an amazing picture, you can just edit that, have a very, plain color in the background. I did with mine. I have a, like, little shades of green in the back. And be mindful the dressing, maybe it should be the way, maybe if you are, dress, if you are applying or you look forward to getting to our corporate side, maybe dress up, have some formal out uh, uh, dress, and make sure to smile, because that leaves for sure an a friendly expression. And also make sure that your face takes up majority of the frame. You don't need to add a full picture of the body or something. There is no need. We just need a headshot. So that is really amazing, because there is this thing for sure. Members with profile picture, they receive up to 21 times more views and 9 times more connection requests. Fun fact, I'm using an avatar which looks professional. Uh-huh. Avatar. Okay. But I would suggest maybe shift to your own headshot. That would be great. So headline is the second most important thing. Trust me, because it helps, as you see here, right? So headline is the thing that the people, when they are maybe scrolling through your profile, is the first thing that they are going to see. So your headline is an amazing opportunity for you to show what you are and not just what you do, right? So when writing your headline, ask yourself if this is the only thing someone else see, or what does it say about me, right? Or does it represent my professional brand and show am I unique or not? And does it capture what a recruiter would care about, right? So maybe if you just have a look at little headlines over here, that it says head of client strategy and business development at Beyond, curriculum designer, facilitator, so project coordinator. So maybe, customize your headline in that way that it showcase the right perception of your brand, what you are offering, and what you are, not just what you do, right? You as a whole person, maybe if you are good at, multiple things, add headlines in all those domains. If I just talk about myself, I've added climate activist, researcher, peace fellow. So, you can add a um, different words which can grab the attention of the people. Perfect. So if I just dive more deeply, that your story, the me section, the about section over there, right? And even as a profile as a whole, you should, if you just go and add for the editing option on the, the right side of the page, you can click and add new profile sections, right? When you go for the editing option, so then you can add your location and industry. Your, I think the location is for sure very important, so do add the location as well, so people can see maybe where you are based, right? So you should add your location. Education certifications is important as well. Work experiences, you can add your, job experiences, internship experiences over there as well, skills as well. You can add FXB training over there as well. You can add volunteer experiences as well, or you can add different programs or organizations. And then there are so many things you can, add languages as well. So you can, add so many things that show who you are as a person as a whole, right? So, and when it comes to the summary, right, it's really important that you write it in the best way. So your summary is the best place for you to communicate your professional brand and put your own spin on your experience, right? So you should add, there can be like 3 paragraphs, right? So the first paragraph might be that 1 to 2 sentences about who you are, right? And then you can add like 3 to 5 sentences about your experiences, top skills, what you are passionate about. And then maybe you can end that summary with your future goals, right? Starting with who you are, what you are doing, what you're passionate about, the top skills, and then ending that with future goals, or how members can engage with you. So that is really important. You can see here, right? So the person has added that I am a dynamic speaker, program manager, and social impact practitioner, and diversity and inclusion advocate. Then they have added their more details, and then ending on a lighter note about the future goals as well. So just a question for you guys. So which one is the good one? Uh, as when it comes to, there is no picture on the on the right side, but you can see a clear had a good headline. Location is there on the both profiles. The about sections are there. um the headline, header. So which person might be, the left one is the better one. Yeah, right. So a picture and all these things for sure. These might seem like a little things, but they are going to add so much value, trust me. And in the end, after a few slides, I will show my own LinkedIn, and then we will have kind of a live demo, and you can ask me more questions over there, that how we can do a particular thing, or things like that. So it's more engaging rather than me just talking about on the slides. Now let's talk about, okay, you have set up your amazing LinkedIn profile, you have added job experiences, work experiences, you have added the certificates, you have added the skills, amazing header, picture, headline, summary. But now it's the time for you to build your professional network as well, right? To use the power of LinkedIn. So when it comes to this thing is really important, that the 50% of hires result from a personal connection on LinkedIn. So we are going to see how many types of there is. You might see first degree, first written in front of some people, two written in front of some people, 3+ written, right? So we will see what does that mean as well. Okay, my slides are not moving, so give me a while. And yeah, okay. Let me wait a minute. Yeah, let me share this. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Okay, these slides, I think so they are facing. Okay, perfect. Everyone. Part two. Okay, let's just give it a break. So when it comes to LinkedIn, there are first degree connections, second degree, and third degree connections as well. So first degree connections are your direct connections, right? And the connections of those first degree connections are your second degree connection. And then the connections, the second degree connections are actually third, or maybe they're like third plus. Hi, my network has been terrible. Please share the slides after the session. Okay, sure. And I'm going to share, give me a moment. I think so after this, I will, or maybe I can now or something. I will share the attendance link as well, because this workshop is one movers program. So you will get a certificate for attending the workshop as well. So yeah, I think so we can do little from here, and then we can move forward. So yeah, first degree connections are there, which are actually your own connections. And then the second degree connection, as I mentioned, are the connections of your connections. And then the third degree connections are the connections of the second degree connections. So you can see the power of networking. So even if you have like, just if we see this picture, maybe you had like only three first degree connections, but in the end you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have like 10 plus, right? 12 plus even connections who are going to see your post, or who you are going to uh, get familiar with your content as well. So when it comes to second degree connections, maybe when you are sending them a connection request, you can always personalize the message as well. You can let them know maybe how you got connected through them, and you can send them an invite. And I think so it's even a very good practice. Even if you're sending connection request to anyone, you can personalize the message, that maybe what you look forward to. If you met them at an event, you can remind them of that event, or maybe if you saw anything amazing on your profile, so you can share that as well. Perfect. Thank you so much. You have shared in the chat that first degree people you are directly connected to because you have accepted their invitation to connect, and they have accepted your invitation. Perfect. Yes. Second degree connections are the people who are connected to your first degree connections. Third degree people who are connected to your second degree connections. Thank you so much for sharing that. Yes, you are truly right. And when it comes to maybe discovering existing connections, you can go to my network in the the top navigation to find the people you're already connected with. So they might be your friends and family, current and former colleagues, or current and farmers managers as well. And in the the people you may know feature, you can also look that up, and you can always connect with people that feel like they can add value uh, to you, or you would love to have them in your profile as well. That was the the connections you already have. But when it comes to how to connect with like-minded people, right? So in the search tab, you can maybe search. If you know someone, you just can search them by their name, right? That is one thing. And there are so many filters at the top as well. You can search through the company as well, you can search through location as well, or you can type any keyword. So keyword is actually really amazing. So if I just want to get connected with any, climate activist, maybe I can just write climate activist, and I can set the location maybe to, Pakistan or any other place, right? And all the people who have added activist in their headline or in their, profile, I would, see their profile, and I can, connect with them. So that is really amazing as well. So it's just an amazing activity. If you do have your LinkedIn, you can share, your LinkedIn profile over here, and you can connect with each other, right? And even you can for sure share your QR code as well, and you can share your profile URL and share that in the chat as per your feasibility, so you all can, get connected with each other. Thank you so much for sharing. I will share mine in a while as well. So expand your network strategically. So yeah, even when you are reaching out to more people, so you should be mindful maybe who you are connecting with, right? So even for sending requests, there is a particular limit. I think so. It's like 50 to 100. I think so per week or something. So you can't like tap 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 tap. There is a particular limit set for each week. So you should connect with people who have common interests or something in common with you. Maybe if they are climate activists as well, you can connect with them. You can increase the outcome of your project by collaborating with them, or people who have a job or work at a company that interests you. Maybe if you want to work with UNDP in your country, in country team, or maybe even headquarters, so you can search people by the company, and you can get connected with them. In this way, you can even see what were the experiences, what are the skills that they had, so they joined the company. So that would be amazing for you as well. I do that at times. So and you can also connect with people who may be able to add any value, help you achieve your goals, right? So if you want to go in collaboration with someone, for your climate projects, right? You can always search for people over the LinkedIn. You can send them a message and you can take the conversation from there. So, and when connecting, for sure, you can send a personalized message that who you are a little bit, not like too long, a little bit who you are and how you came across their profile and how they can help you. If there was something, really amazing about the any project that they are doing on their profile, you can talk about that. And then, thank you so much for sharing the profile. Even if you don't have any LinkedIn account, maybe at the end of this workshop, you can just download the app and build your own LinkedIn profile. That would be really amazing because that is this workshop is, right? So we all start somewhere. So now maybe it's your calling to make your LinkedIn and get connected with everyone. So you can also, that is like networking, good, perfect. But moving on, you can connect and search for jobs, internship, and schools on LinkedIn as well. And even all the universities, Oxford, Harvard, they're all on LinkedIn. They do have their profiles, company, pages over here as well. So it's it's really great that you can, if you go to a company page, people, the alumni are over there, right? So even if you want some assistance, you can connect with those people over there as well. It's just, how you use LinkedIn to maximize the output, to get connected with like-minded people. So that is really amazing, to be very honest. So yeah, you can search for career opportunities and create search alerts as well. You can set up job alerts. Maybe if you are looking for, if you want to apply for a job as a researcher, as a coordinator, you can type those words there and you can set up, job alert for that at a particular location, whatever kind of job you want, either remote, online, in person, at a particular location, you can set up the, uh, the alerts for that. And then for sure, you can always go through the jobs you may be interested in, because the LinkedIn algorithm, it actually sees your profile and matches, it does a little matchmaking. So it connects you with the jobs that are suitable as per your skills that you have added. So for sure, there are almost, 34 million plus job seekers which visit LinkedIn jobs every week. So yeah, even the competition is tough. That's why I started with, you have to make your personal brand on LinkedIn. Making a profile, that is good, amazing. But having a particular, personal brand, a unique value, something different, a little, just add more value to your profile, so you can add more value to any company or position that you join, right? So that makes you a little different when it comes to all other people around you. So that is even very important. So when it comes to, career opportunities, searching for that, you can use keywords, you can use job titles, maybe company, if you're interested in UNDP. So UNDP, you can search by UNDP. So UNDP even does post all their jobs on LinkedIn. Even, yeah, on Oracle, you can have all the jobs, even UNDP post on its own official site, but they does post, on even WHO, UNICEF, they they post on LinkedIn, all the post a job opening. So you can, search by location, by company, function, experience level as well, and the date posted, maybe about 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago, or something like that. You can do that. And then there is this thing about continuous learning on LinkedIn, right? LinkedIn learning. That is such an amazing feature. But I think so that is for if you have a premium account, then you're able to, use the LinkedIn learning. And but you can always join the amazing groups and follow companies. You can join the groups, that you are interested in. Climate, you can just search maybe climate activists or climate change leaders or something like that. All the groups related to SDG 13 can be there, SDGs group or something like that. And then you can for sure join them and, connect with people. People share, can we put FXB under an organization? not like an organization. It can come under your work experience as a, I've added, or like work experience, because it's even some training and for some months, so you can add it over the experience section, and then for sure the certificate you can add that up as well. But organization, it's more of like maybe what you own, so that is in that way. Okay, no problem, thank you. So yeah, so I think so that's it, and then we can go ahead with a live session and live demo, and then I can, if you have any questions over here, you can ask me now. I will share the attendance link with you. So because for the certificates, right? And give me a moment. I will just share the attendance link. And then I will share my screen again, and we can have a look at my LinkedIn, and I can address some of the questions there. If you have any questions, please type them in the chat box. Fill the attendance link is just very short. And let me share my link tree, and in my link tree, there would be my LinkedIn. I'm sharing my link. Wait a minute. If you have any questions, for sure, ask them up. I hope it was a little insightful, a little even. Perfect. So I've shared the link tree. I have shared the attendance link for the mover certificate for this workshop. And let me share my screen, and then we can have a look at LinkedIn. How do you use Linktree? Linktree is a we can talk about Linktree in the end. Even Linktree is easy to set up. So I hope my screen would be audible. Oh, screen would be visible. Is this an example of advocacy using LinkedIn, and what corrections can you suggest for the next time? Okay, let's have a look at your post. Something like this. It was really an
Hello?
informative session. Yes, we can hear you.
I have a question about Google Documents form. Should we add our full name or only our name?
You can add full name, or maybe just the you can add full name. I think that would be better, but make sure the email is correct, because I would be sending you an email, and then all the resources and everything would be there. So email is really important.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem. Okay, so let's have a look at the profile of this. You can see this post, right? So yeah, yes, yeah. This post is really good, but I would recommend maybe just um even the spacing that you have done in the middle, that is really amazing. That is good, but just maybe convert this post into two. That would be much better, right? Convert this into, because it's a little bit lengthy. It's a little bit lengthy. But I think so overall it's really good. You have added the hashtags, you have added media, that because it adds the, it grabs attention. So in that way, it's really good, but it would be much better if you convert that post into two. So I hope my profile is visible, right? So, so this is my LinkedIn profile. You can see a picture over here, and then there is this thing, I think so. I do have a profile video as well. I added the profile video. Just a little, I talked about a little something, you have to do a little something extra. So there is a profile video as well. Maybe when you go to my LinkedIn, you can see a profile video that I've added. A very short introduction of 30 seconds or so. You can record that on your phone. My internet is not that much good right now. So the profile video, and I have added my pronunciation as well. And then the LinkedIn banner is there. I customize that on Canva. You can do that on Canva because that's specific, dimensions. And maybe just write something over here, add profile, add the pronunciation. I do have a premium account, but it's only for few additional things that I get, but it's always good to start with, with the other account without the premium as well. It's even amazing that way. So headline is there for sure. I go with the name Green Lady, so I added that. But yeah, you can add climate activist, researcher, because I'm doing a master's in peace and conflict studies, so I've added peace fellow. I love, using the power of digital spaces. So I'm digital mind specialist, and I love networking as well and collaboration. So I recently added this, I think so last week, networking and collaboration resource person. And then when you turn your creator mode on, you can add 5 hashtags that you talk about, right? So I've added networking, consultation, peacekeeping, because my master's thesis is even on the nexus of climate change and peacekeeping. So climate change, sustainable development goals, I've added my location, Islamabad, Pakistan. The contact info is there, and then my email would, the people who are in my connections, they can see my email. And website, in the website, I just added my link tree, and yeah, LinkedIn profile is there as well. And yeah, because I've noticed this thing, I will just come to that, because yeah. And then the followers are there, the connections, and I've added the link to my link tree over here as a, just portfolio. And you can see the educational institute, or maybe the other, when it comes to experience, that. Yeah, so when it comes to, I think so, the URL, I see that most of you have not, customized your URL. Yeah, let me have a look. Yeah, I think so. No one has done that. If you just now scroll through the chat, you can see after your name, there is like B64, B3, or maybe AF3, right? These are alphabets. So what you do, you go to a public profile and URL, and you remove all that, you can go and edit. You can personalize the URL option from here. You can go to the edit, and then, if it's like there's something, something in the end, you can just remove that and save the changes, because you should do that, because I think so most of you haven't done that. So your URLs are pretty long, right? So do that and just, save it. So if I just share my own, if I just share the LinkedIn URL, so it's just like, linkedin.com and Mariam Akhtar, nothing more. No alphabets or no digits at the end, right? So yeah, that is one thing that you should be mindful of. And then I have added providing services options over here. But if you are looking for a job, maybe you can go towards this. find a job or hire, so you can then add that banner over it. So if the banner comes over here that I am hiring, I am looking for a job, and then you can set the preferences as well, what kind of job you are looking for. That is even one thing. The resources are there. So this was what I was talking about. If you turn your creator mode on, okay, yeah. So if you have your, creator mode on, you can see all the analytics, like the post impressions. I haven't posted, I think so, for 1 week or so, so the impressions are little less. The profile viewers, I do have premium, so that's why I'm able to even see all the people that view my profile. But you might see some, but it doesn't matter that much. The increase in the followers, or maybe the search experiences in the previous week. You can add hashtags over here that you care about, and then you can use LinkedIn live sessions, audio newsletter, or um other things as well. So I think so, yeah, these are one things. You should turn your creator mode on. That is good. You can add hashtags and everything. Maybe when you just after this workshop, there's so many things that you can do, and just keep on exploring. My internet is little, so but there's so many things that you can actually add. So yeah, there's this amazing thing about featuring as well. You can feature some of the posts as well. So I have featured, okay, started loading something. So I have featured, few of the posts. Okay. My messages just opened up. Okay. Yeah.
So we have about 12 minutes. I don't know if there are questions before we end the session. That was really wonderful, Mariam. Thank you so much. Even I learned a lot. There's always so much more to learn about LinkedIn. It's amazing. Oh, you're muted. Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go.
Perfect. I think so we can go ahead with questions side by side, and that would be more great. We can take questions side by side, and if there is anything that you want me to focus on, I can do that. And yeah, we can close the session in next 10 minutes or so. If you have any question, that would be amazing. Well, even if you can see over here the pages, yeah, the pages come on that side, the groups you join. So those things are here. So I'm just going to go have a quick through the experiences, or maybe skills or anything. And if you have any questions, okay, we do have a message in the chat box. Thank you so much I'm having trouble finding the profile space for work experience. Can you please show me? Okay, perfect. I will show you right now. It's just loading up. So if there are any more questions, do drop them, and we can, just have a look. So in the more, when you go to more or add profile section, yes. So add profile section, you can go towards education, position, career, and other skills. That those are the core. And then when it comes to, you can add these recommended as well. Education, position, okay. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it's over here. You can add volunteer experiences, publications. These are in this way because I've added these, so that's why they're already added portions. But all the things, all the sections, they come up from here. And if you just go little down, these are the activities, these are the about section. So the experience is over here, right? So the experience is always there, and then there are additional sections that you can add. And whenever you are going to add new experience, you go to plus, you add a position, and then you fill in some details. And even I've added FXP. If I show you, I do added FXP over here as well. For example, you are not connected or to any organization, but interested in climate advocacy as an individual. Where do you start and how do you show people that you have a passion? Perfect. Such an amazing question. So maybe for sure you can always, you are not connected to organization. You don't have that much, maybe experience, no problem. But when you are passionate about climate advocacy, for sure you can talk about your experience at FXP. That is one thing. And then just talk about climate awareness as a general, as a whole. The post, right? Do post, maybe engage with people. You can use the search tab and you can search all the people that are working, and then you can engage on their post as well. You can give your opinion. And see, I've added, because I was from January 2023 to May, so I added, and even the skills, you can add the skills as well. You can add the pictures as well. So there are so many things that you can do. And then, yeah, when it comes to, for sure, you can just, connect with different people. You can see different, maybe you can search people by data analyst, but in this example, maybe you can search people by, climate education or something, or climate activists. You can search people by that. And there's so many options. You can just start posting. The project that you would be doing, right? So you can post more about that project. So what you are doing in that project, how, you are, getting benefit from that. So that is even an amazing thing that you can do. And you can just, get connected with the people that you are passionate about working with, and post, and people will get to know you. Use the hashtags, the relevant hashtags. So I think so that's it. If there are any more questions. And I've shared the, my LinkedIn profile. You can get connected with me. You can ask me any question. Or maybe you can go through my profile, so you will have a little idea of what you can add, but you can't add. And I'm always there on LinkedIn, so you can, message me.
I have a question, Mariam. Something I've always wanted to know about LinkedIn is, do you recommend posting like reactions to articles? Let's say, I don't know, there's an article about climate change, posting things like, this is unbelievable, whatever, and posting the link to the article. Or do you recommend LinkedIn just for things that are directly kind of, related to you or to me, to the person?
Perfect. Such an amazing question. I think so. You should do both, right? So I recently did a post on, I think so, but it's a little down as well, about the climate dictionary. UNDP just posted the climate dictionary, right? So that was so amazing. So I downloaded that and I posted that. And so many people I saw, like, I never got that much reshares on a post, but so many people reshare that, because the dictionary is very easy. So it just talk about, climate, what is climate finance, what is climate change, what are the greenhouse gases. So they have a whole dictionary to, in this journey of climate advocacy, the words you should really know, right? So for sure, and I think so, not even that, you should post about what you are doing and support other leaders as well, because I think so even that is really amazing. if you just see someone, they are doing amazing, you can reshare that or maybe give your own opinion. And most of the time what I do is like after a workshop, people just tag me in their post. I for sure comment and I reshare their, because they post with the certificate that they are getting, you would be getting the one with the movers as well. So they, tag me movers program. So I reshare that. So I think so in this way, you give them a little spot as well. And when you reshare the post of a person, for sure, if I have like 9,000 plus first degree corrections, right, or forwards, so that are first degree, there is second and third degree. So if you reshare that, so they even get a little review from your connections. And that is, I think so, we all need to work together for this common goal, and that is how we can go ahead. So that's that, I think
Yeah,
that's
thank
really
you.
good.
That's really helpful. Yeah, it's definitely, you're right. Like sharing external things that are useful, right? Our resources. I think I shared with our advocates the dictionary that I think you had shared, and that was a really great resource. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that.
Yeah, perfect.
So I think we're out of time. I mean, we have 4 minutes. Does anyone have a question? No. Okay, I think this was really informative, really useful. And of course, you can always reach out to Mariam with specific questions. Thank you for sharing, Mariam, your LinkedIn profile and all of the contact information. And I think this is kind of like you get better by practice, right? By doing, for
Yes.
sure, on LinkedIn. And so it's a really great tool. It's a great platform, especially I think if you have like a mission, which for us is climate advocacy, climate change. So then we can use these tools for good and not just for negative things. So it's very exciting. Thank you, Mariam, for sharing your expertise, and thank you for offering the certificate to the participants as well. I think this is very useful, and hopefully we can do more workshops for more youth advocates. Thank you, everyone, for attending and for joining us across different time zones. I see we have people from very different parts of the world: US, Armenia, Bangladesh, and other countries that I might not necessarily identified by their name, but we have many different countries here. So, and I'm gonna post a recording as well on YouTube, if that's okay, so that others can watch on their own time. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day. Thank you, Mariam. We really appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Mariam.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.